Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. So please like on the way in. It gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates from this reading and leave the rest. And let's get this party started by calling in spirit, shall we? Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. And I thank each and every one of you for tuning in, showing up, and showing out. For those that are returning, I thank you so much for that. I so appreciate you, and welcome to those who are new. And we are going to do collective readings. So energy does not have a gender, but I will say he or she use those 3D terms. Please do not get hung up on those 3D terms. That's all they are. Flip the roles as you see fit and take what resonates and leave the rest. But if the shoe does not fit, you must equip. Please do not take this on if it does not resonate with you. All right, so let's get it started here by doing a little Reiki-esque cleansing, clearing, protecting, the usual. There you go, so there we go. Just going to do a few. Obsidian, protection. We need to protect ourselves. It's also a protection grounding, which is the tourmaline. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is bring in the sound bowl. If you have any aversion to sound, please lower your volume. So I'm going to bang the gong in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lower it. There you go. Excellent. All right. All right. Let me do this. Gonna cleanse my hands. I'm hearing like, I don't know. It's like it's just this very depressed kind of. I don't know if it's crying or groaning or somebody is super unhappy. Hopefully that's not you. But we all go through those times, sir and ma'am. So don't know that even if you're going through a bad breakup or a bad situation, that everything in life is temporary. And that you can always turn it around, okay? Tomorrow's another day. Don't give up on life or on yourself when you're going through these situations. And crying, there's nothing wrong with crying. If I don't know, if it fosters a victim mentality, then maybe it is a negative thing. But I feel like there's cleansing and healing in crying. So if you have to do that, man, woman, doesn't matter, child, just do it. There's nothing that's worse than having this, if you make it a problem. I always say if you make it a problem, then it is a problem. But if nothing wrong with crying. All right, got things already falling on the floor. Spirit, give me a message, please. I feel like the Spirit, come through, man. Why are you tossing everything on the ground here? Ay. Real, man. Hey, you two pick up. Catch. Okay. I'm going into the crap advice cards because I just absolutely love these cards once in a while. Because I feel like this person, this is like your time on the floor. What is it, Spirit? What is it you want to tell me? Gossiping about your friends to feel closer to others. It's a great way to bond. Always put work first. Family will understand. Somebody's a workaholic. Money is the end all be all for someone, and at work there's a lot of gossip. What is this one? Procrastinate as much as possible. Deadlines are just suggestions, but it's in the reverse. So somebody takes work priority, work deadlines above everything else. And then one more, never make any effort. If they love you, they'll do all the work. Oh, God. Yeah, right. Not. Somebody has a warped view of a lot of things, of working too much, not giving any effort in a relationship, and thinking that the other person is going to compensate for that. Maybe the person that they pick, or the people they pick in their life, do compensate. Maybe it's kind of like something that when in the beginning of the relationship, it's kind of like when they're discussing the relationship, sort of like contractually in a sense. I'll do this. It's like this person's very, I don't know, like not emotional, but more head over heart. If we're going to get into this relationship, we need to have rules. I will do this, that, and third, you will do your part. Like, I'm not going to call you every minute because I'm going to be busy working. Anybody that I'm with has to be understanding of that. And the person's like, oh, yeah, I'll be understanding of that. It's like an agreement. But then, and maybe other people, they have like certain situations where they have this, more than one person that they're entertaining. And yeah, something like that. And one of them like broke the rules, calls them all the time, bothers them all the time, doesn't like follow what they agreed to. It's like a real pest, stressing the person out. And then when they say anything, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Of course they did. I won't do it again, and making all kinds of promises that they don't keep. It's stressing this person out. Now, this is a person who could have kids with this person. This could be the mother of the child. This is a real, like, pain in the ass, is what I'm hearing. They're needy, they're clingy, they're emotional, they're over emotional. Everything that this person isn't, but they presented themselves as like very agreeable, is what I'm hearing the term, when they started the relationship. But I feel like once they either got married to this person or they had a child with this person, if they switched it up and became, not switch it up, they just became what they were always. But this person, your person, feels like, the person that you're tuning in for, feels like, how did this happen where this person changed? It's not that they changed, that they just revealed who they truly were and you were oblivious. You wanted to believe what you wanted to believe. Other people that they were in relationships with agreed to the terms, and this person is breaking all the rules. That's what I'm hearing. But your person's a workaholic, spends a lot of time with deadlines, and whatever they're doing, they have some sort of time frame they have to get it done. And this individual is a distraction. Oh, see, this is the card. I had it. I never put these cards because they're my dark shadow cards. I always keep them in the upright, and they want to turn. They're always turning. 8 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is like something that's coming in quick, or a person that's coming in quick, moving quickly. And this is not your person. This is somebody else. It could be you, or a message could be coming in quick about a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is talking about a Queen of Pentacles. Could be a person in your past, or somebody that you are entertaining, or I did entertain at one time, or your person did. Yeah, the Chariot. So it's like this person is moving away, moving on. The one that got away is what I'm hearing. Seven of Wands. And maybe your person feels like it's a deception. Like this person deceived them, or how did they get away? How did they never cared about me, they never loved me. But I feel like Seven of Wands can also be they're deceiving themselves and believing that. They wanted to believe that. The Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And the Empress. Ooh, man. This person, your person had a lot of illusions, a lot of choices. Yes, a lot of choices that they entertain, a lot of energies around them, but one of them is getting away. And I feel like it was you, the Hierophant. This is a person that has traditional religion, maybe even traditional roles in relationships. If they're the man, the breadwinner, they take that serious, like providing. If they're the woman, they stay in the house, they clean, they're traditional that way. But the opposite is true of the person that they're living with now. This is a person who makes waves. This is a person that's the opposite of them. It's a person that presented themselves a certain way. But your person has different, like a person in every port. They got a Queen of Pentacles, somebody that's getting away from them. They have a Queen of Wands and an Empress. Could be the same person, but I feel like this is a person that they thought was sneaky and deceptive. Somebody that got away from them. But I feel like they're deluding themselves in believing that. They got away. They weren't really faithful to any one of these people. This Empress, what's about it? Four of Wands. This is somebody that they cared about. Somebody they're manifesting. It's somebody they didn't hold on to because they weren't ready. Like they weren't in that place yet. Yeah. Broke a heart, 30 swords. Both of these individuals had their heart broken. But your person wanted to act like it didn't bother them when you walked away 13:13 on the clock, but it really did. The Hermit. It's like an inward thing. It's something that they think about on a regular basis, but they don't show it on the outside. They keep entertaining other people. 1331. These are people that are very agreeable, and maybe you weren't. Maybe you were this person that was very different. You didn't do the traditional. You didn't agree to the terms. And you weren't going to allow him or her to go with this one and that one. You weren't agreeing with this. And so they let you go as a punishment in a sense of trying to keep you in line, and you just walked away altogether. This could be a King of Pentacles, somebody that's very responsible, hardworking, leader. Somebody they feel that you left out in the cold. My word, Spirit, come through. Somebody you just threw away, like the cards, man. You just like tossed in a towel, is what they're saying. You didn't give the relationship a chance because it wasn't worthy of investment, man. It's like right now it's in suspension. Like you're not speaking to this person, you're not in this person's life. They could have gave their cup of love to somebody else. They did. Somebody who is rattling their cage. Somebody who is not sticking to the script either, but there's a difference. This person that's not sticking to the script is not somebody that, even if they married, they don't really care for them like they did you. Yeah. But at the time when you were in this person's life, Four of Cups, they weren't really paying attention to the significance of what you represented. You could be this Empress. You could be this Queen of Pentacles. You could be the Queen of Wands. An Empress is every queen of the deck. But I feel like this person had a lot of people vying for their attention. So they felt like they would have gave you a shot, but they weren't going to stay. You were going to be like penciled in type of thing, restricted to a time frame where they were sharing their situations with, sharing their beds, sharing their time and energy, because they're a busy person, right, with other people. And you weren't going to do that. Yeah, Four of Swords. Now, all they have is like this memory. And at night, they think about you. They think about what they didn't invest in you. They didn't make any effort. They thought you were going to do all the work while they focused on work. But you walked away from this person. And now you're the one that they think about above everybody else. You can't even work, really. Whenever they're trying to focus, all they focus on is you. You might have thought this person had so many other options that they weren't even thinking about, they didn't care about you. But you would be wrong. This person watches you from a distance, keeps tabs on you, or asks other people to keep tabs on you. Not part of the plan. Unexpected path. I feel like this person is in the reverse. This person doesn't have like unexpected. This person is very expected. There's expectations. This person's very regimented. And when you came along, you were definitely different than what they were used to. They had control completely as a leader, King of Pentacles, a hard worker, somebody had status, somebody works hard for what they have. And they wanted a person that was like them. You were the opposite. You were not focused on work. You were focused on fun. You had a sense of humor. You were caring. And you cared about them. They knew that. But it wasn't enough because they had all these other people that were like throwing in more that they would offer. Obedience, hard work, traditional roles. And I feel like you were just not traditional. So when they were like dotting the I's and crossing the T's, you weren't on the list. And that might have broke your heart. And as you're walking away, but this person wasn't ready for commitment. This person was focused on other things, like work was their lover, work was their wife, work was their husband. Until you walked away, they didn't even see you. But I mean, clearly they saw you physically, they saw you, but they weren't going to run after you. And when you walked away, it was like, okay, that's their choice. Have a nice day. Until the emptiness of not having you around, driving them crazy, drove them crazy to the point where that's all they could focus on was why you weren't around. Tables turned. Now the plan is getting you back. Now you're on the list of checking things off the box. This person has lists. You're on it now. You're on their radar, but they're a slow-moving person. They're not going to be one of these people that comes running up on you. You walked away quick, but they're coming back slow. A scheme, a deception, manipulation. It's a trick. Now, at first, they could have thought that that's what you were, a trickster. Somebody that was just playing a game with them. You just wanted them to chase. So they could have thought that you were deceiving them, scheming, because maybe they're used to people like that, manipulation through motions or silent treatments. Playbook, you know? They thought you'd come back, but you didn't. You didn't attempt to even contact this person. That's not part of the playbook. Hmm. That's what intrigued them, was your indifference. That's not something that this person is used to by any means. They're used to people like doing whatever they ask and even a little extra. Justice is coming, but justice is in the reverse in these cards. Maybe you thought that it was unfair, but I feel like this person's playing more victim than anything. They want the scales balanced here, like you coming back and doing what you're supposed to, proving yourself to them. It's not going to happen. You're not coming back. You're certainly not coming back like that. You're not the same as the other chicks or hens that they're used to. Cleanse yourself, it's saying, for negativity and attachments. It's okay to start over, it says. Rebirth, renovate, reinvent, and rise. Like the phoenix, you are rising. People are talking about you to this person, like the changes in you. You have reinvented yourself. You're not the same person that they saw in the past. You're like an angel. Magic. Something has completely shifted in this connection where once this person had control over their emotions, they're so bothered by you. They can't hide what you already know. They want you. They love you. They may have hid that for a long time, but I feel like you have a telepathic connection with this person, or an energetic connection anyway. And you feel it. You feel that they are thinking about you. You feel it more than you, obviously, if you don't see them, you're not going to see them in their emotions. You're going to feel it because you're not with them. You have a deep bond with this person. I don't think they understood what that was. Somebody who's doing black magic, could be the comics that they're with, trying to keep this person contained and with them. This card keeps coming up. If you want peace, prepare for war. I feel like this person never fought for a person before. It's always been the other way around, and I feel like they want to fight for you now. They're coming in hot. Yeah. They want to come towards you quick. But there's this pride and this ego that's been holding them back for a long time. Like, why should I chase after this person? It's like a debate back and forth. Should I chase after them or should I let them go? And for a long time has gone by. They've let you go, but they haven't energetically. You know what I'm saying? They've entertained other people, maybe moved in with other persons, had relationships, sexual connections, anything and everything to forget you, to walk away, to not think about you, hoping somebody will take their mind off of it because they can't work, they can't function anymore. It's getting worse and worse in their minds. This is so off left field, out of left field for this person to feel this way about anybody. Even the karmics are seeing it. They're trying more, like to try to keep them more entertained, using all their tools in their toolboxes to keep attracted to them. But it's not working anymore. They want the one that they can't have. And maybe that's why the black magic is coming in, to try to keep them focused on one or more of them. Yep, the mixologist. Somebody's mixing up some spirits in their drinks, trying to keep them trapped with them, trying to keep them contained. They can feel their anxiety. They can feel that they're not interested in these comics. Comics are going batshit crazy because of it. Their bags packed. They want to leave. They want to leave these other situations and come towards you. Somebody in their connections knows this and is trying very hard to keep them trapped with them. Catfish is in the reverse. They're not buying it anymore. The superficiality. They could be into video games, play video games, distract themselves, but any free time or free thinking moment, they're thinking about you. Yeah. They tried to delete you, but it's in the reverse. The conspiracy theorists in the reverse. I feel like they know now who you are to this person. They know who you are. And they don't want you to get away, even though they've let you get away all this time, because it's been a while. A stand-up comedian, it's not funny anymore. Maybe they made fun of you at one time and said go, or made a joke of it. You know, just another one bites the dust, but that's not how they feel. This is surprising this person. They're only lying to themselves and deceiving themselves. Pinocchio's in the reverse. They want to be honest. They're hurt, though, that you left them with nothing at all, it's saying. Not even nothing. Not even a goodbye. It was like you just resolved yourself that this was it. And that was the end of it. No more talking about it. And moving back in. They want to come back home to you. Maybe you did live with them at one time. You certainly did make an impression. You thought that they didn't care. They do. You thought that they weren't coming back. They are. Maybe slow moving, and that might be the frustration of it, because the two of you are different in that way. They're very planned, very controlled, and you're very by the cuff, like off the cuff. The rent controlled apartment. They might be living in an apartment that's rent controlled and dilapidated. Or maybe you do. Something is hidden here, though. What is it called? What's this? Screenplay. Something's very dramatic. Somebody's being a very good actor, sticking with the script, acting like they're all like, I'll do whatever it takes. Somebody has student loans or loans that are pretty hefty. Maybe that's why they're staying with a person staying with them, putting on the risk because they have money that needs to be paid by this person. This person pays their bills. But it's not the person that they want. I feel like when you came into their life, you were like, maybe they felt like you were catfishing them. Maybe they felt like you were unreal. You were unlike anybody they ever met. And they felt like this was too good to be true, or this person's really crazy. And how am I gonna like resolve myself to be with somebody that's as like I can't control this person. I would rather be with somebody that's easy to deal with than somebody that is so unpredictable. And I feel like they have their life very regimented and predictable. And they feel like they're out of control because they can't stop thinking about you. And they're like thinking you put a spell on them, but actually the black magic is from the people that they're actually having sex with. It isn't you. But they would rather believe that you're the one that's doing the dirty deeds in the dark because makes it easier for them to hate you or not like you. Spirit, really? Everything is falling on the freaking floor today. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Like everything's flying out of my hands. Out of control. Maybe this is what the whole point is of this reading. It's like everything's out of control. Nothing is what it seems. Everything is unpredictable. And this is not a thing that a person as regimented as your person can handle. Somebody that is completely different from them. But it's not about opposites attract. It's just about what it is that we need in life. They need to have their cage rattled. They were too stiff. They were too in their bubble. And that's what you came here for, to rattle their cage. It's not necessarily about you in union with this person. You change them. They're thinking differently now. They're looking around and realizing that the fake phonies that they surrounded themselves with, whether it's friends or family or relationships, they see it for what it is. People are using them for what they can offer them. It's not about real love. Maybe at one time that was cool because they were superficial too. But since you've changed them, made them a different person, they can't look at things the same way anymore. They can't unsee what they saw. You were a catalyst of change in this person's life. That's just who you are and what you do. People can underestimate you, but they'll never forget you. This person certainly won't. They got a lot of drama in their life right now because the comic is trying to double down on keeping them with them. So they're being overly dramatic and needy, clingy, and even more phony than they usually are. But now your person's seeing it. They don't want to be around somebody that's like that. They want to be around real. But you're not in their energy right now. You're away. You're you've moved forward. You've transformed. If they don't rise and match that, they ain't gonna ever see you. You're always gonna be just a memory to this person. Get a prayer card. This is love. Not that we loved God, but that He loved us and sent His Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. 1 John 4:10. I feel like in the end, you did sacrifice yourself for this person. You wanted to be with this person. But you felt like this person needed to find out what they wanted. And you being around was only going to stunt them and keep this cycle going. Stepping away and letting them find out for themselves what life was like without you was the best gift you could have gave them. So you did sacrifice your happiness because you loved this person. And it broke your heart to walk away from this person, but you did it because you needed to. And now they're finding it out that you weren't a dark witch or even a bitch. You were the greatest gift that they ever had in their life. And that kind of gift, beauty, person is unforgettable. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe because I'd love to have you. Until next time, be safe, guys.